Are you eating wings?
No.
Then you
Like
have the hair, the mustache, the whole ensemble, the t-shirt. You look like a divorced dad who now plays open mic guitar gigs at the coffee shop down the road.
Ouch.
Oh my god, that's the most vicious you look like I've ever heard in my life.
Like, you look like you play the open mic night, but you also wait tables during the day at the same coffee shop.
We're seconds in, I'm already gonna pass out. Hello and welcome to Star Wars Every Week Forever, the podcast in which we watch one Star Wars movie every week forever. This week, Revenge of the Sith.
Indeed.
Ben, lick your fingers from all that chicken grease and tell us how your watch was.
Sweet
It's
chicken
hot
wing
sauce.
ASMR.
I too was dying of sadness this week in Star Wars. That's how my watch went.
Yeah. Chris, how was your watch?
It was fine. It's Revenge of the Sith. It's always fine.
Throwback to like 2 months ago when we were like jazzed about Revenge of the Sith. We were like, fuck yeah.
Look, I'm still
It's been
jazzed
longer than
about it,
that.
but you know what? I'm not jazzed about watching Star Wars every week forever.
It is the weight.
That's I know we've hit this home on the show a couple of times, but that's really like none of us enjoy watching Star Wars every week forever anymore. We enjoy talking about Star Wars every week forever, I think. But the actual watching part, not so much.
Jay.
I watched it Christmas Day. It was fucking awful.
Merry Christmas. Why would you
Merry
do it on
goddamn.
Christmas?
Because it was the time that I had to do it. It was either that or my Thursday before Christmas Eve, and I decided that it was easier to do it Christmas Day because I have no plans Christmas Day ever. And I have to, in some way, shape, or form, deal with family on Christmas Eve.
I was stuck with family on Christmas Day.
We're recording this on Monday after Christmas.
Oh yeah, true. This is hello from 6 weeks ago.
Hello, as always, from 6 weeks ago.
Breaking news 6 weeks ago.
Breaking news 6 weeks ago. Christmas happened.
I'm very jealous of you all on the 6 weeks from now side of it. It's not been a good holiday.
Listen, it's 2021 by this point. Judging by the way the front half of both of the last 2 years have worked, who the hell knows what's going on 6 weeks in the future?
That's fair. That's fair.
You might be listening to this from a bunker.
If we're lucky.
We've been saying that everyone's listening from a bunker 6 weeks in the future since the first week that we did it.
Listen,
True.
these are uncertain times, as I've been told about shitty commercials.
In these unprecedented times.
Unprecedented times. God. Stop trying to sell me shitty cars with shitty slogans.
It really is ridiculous how much of what is sold to us now comes with some kind of reminder of what's going on. We have enough reminders at all times, and I'm not going to be the asshole on the soapbox from your fucking Facebook feed that's just like, stop talking about COVID. No, never stop talking about COVID, because we need to be reminded every fucking day. Otherwise, this just becomes normalized like it has so many people. That being said, I don't need my commercials telling me.
Well, that's the thing. We've talked about that a bit on the show, like, because this is a podcast about, I guess, us at this point as much as it is Star Wars, and we talk about other shit, but like I think we've said it a few times, we try to avoid bringing up COVID as much as possible because like you don't need to see it in entertainment, like
no.
Which, as Jay said, it's very important to acknowledge and stuff, but like entertainment's supposed to be like an escape from everything going on.
Let me out. Get me out of here.
Yeah, stop trying to sell me shit by reminding me that there's a fucking global pandemic outside.
That's the thing that bothers me, is the selling things through that actually upsets me.
We have
Like-
to start an ad campaign that's just like, sick of COVID, listen to 3 idiots.
Yeah.
Like, just...
That's a
ambitious
terrible idea.
possible.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. I think I'm just about sick of Star Wars. I don't know about the two of you.
I've been like that for a while now. It's been a
How
while.
the fuck does Obi-Wan survive?
Okay, yeah, we need to talk about that though, because I did make a note, and it goes back to the Obi-Wan just wanting to die.
Okay. I'm glad Shay and I are on the same page.
So I don't know. You want to go first, or should I go first? Because I have a new observation.
I was just gonna rant about how he had a literal balcony thrown at him again, because I know we've done that like 3 times.
Yeah, I don't think we brought this specific part up, although we brought everything around it up. Obi-Wan wanting to die the entire Starfighter chase, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't think we've directly mentioned the fact that he had ship-seeking missiles coming after him, and R4 was beeping at him, just like, hey, you have ship-seeking missiles coming after you. And what he says to the droid, reminding him that he has ship-seeking missiles coming after him, is like, no, nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy. Don't work too hard to save my life here.
It's like, it's like, listen, it's not life or death here. And R4 is like, it really is though. And he's like, yeah.
Obi-Wan was literally at the point he was willing to sacrifice another life just to get out.
Well, we gotta be honest here.
Clear about the fact that Obi-Wan does not consider droids to be life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's a robot racist, without a doubt. Without a doubt. That's why I don't have the complaint that everyone does about Obi-Wan Kenobi meeting R2 on Tatooine in A New Hope. It's like, no, yeah, he probably legitimately forgot what R2-D2 is. Like, almost without a doubt.
Yeah, because, I mean, you gotta really go with that train of thought, because otherwise it, like, R2-D2 is not the one for me that really bothers me. It's 3PO. Because it's like, you'd think he'd be like, hey man, your dad built that robot. Like,
yeah, but he spends a lot less time around. Yeah.
Yeah, he never really interacts with 3PO much.
Like, every time 3PO's in these prequel movies, Obi-Wan's almost never around.
I mean, that's true, but he still knows of 3PO. I mean...
Yeah, but it's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the R2 one doesn't bother me nearly as much as the 3PO one does, because it's like, yeah, R2, it's like, he could mistake it for another unit, like another similar unit or whatever. Like,
astromechs are very similar.
It's like, this is C-3PO that he knows Anakin Skywalker built, you know?
The only time in any Star Wars media where an astromech droid didn't look like this exact model of astromech droid was like Knights of the Old Republic, and that's it. Like, they all have looked like this shit. And the Knights of the Old Republic one, I don't know Mandalorian, you know that.
The Mandalorian straight up, there's a fucking full-on humanoid motherfucker riding a gondola.
That's an astromech droid specifically?
Yeah, it's got an astromech body and little spindly arms and legs. It was fucking great. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just have no knowledge of any of this, so I don't have a reaction. What in the back of my brain once upon a time would have been, oh, that's cool. It's just now, huh? Anyway.
Neat. Anyway.
I would like to explain one scene that gets me every single time. We make comments that there's some things that get laughs out of us. I think our definition of laughs, at least me personally, is, huh? That is the kind of laugh that I get out of Star Wars, or just like an internal smile. That's about the amount that gets me. The one
I
scene
breathe
in
out
the
of my nose.
the one scene in the entire franchise that I will push everything aside to pay all of my attention to is Palpatine versus Mason Friends. It's so... It looks like Sam Raimi filmed it. It was done so last minute.
Yeah.
And that's not a dig either.
But Sam Raimi has a very specific style.
Yeah. Like, I have great respect for the way that he did Dr. Octopus combat. But it does have a feel, and this is it. And it helps to know that this whole fight scene was choreographed last minute because something went wrong on set, and they had to completely redo it from scratch. So you watch them go down the hallway where it's just left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and you know that it's just like, let's throw some shit together in like 4 hours. We got to get this done.
It really is the epitome of the George Lucas cheating of they fight, you know. It's...
Of course, there's a lot of cheating in there. A lot of they fight.
It's just Sam Jackson looking like Sam Jackson and Palpatine hissing for like several minutes, and then some Jedi dying ridiculously fast, and Palpatine doing a fucking spiral towards people, and then falling, and a window going out. And it's like, it's a genuine joy every time I see it. Every time it doesn't matter what I'm doing to make getting through a Star Wars movie easier, I put that shit aside to watch that specific scene. So in terms of watching Star Wars every week forever, I guess that would be my favorite scene of the franchise now.
Also, like, that and I'd say the Yoda fight are like the epitome of camp in the
Not for
prequel
me.
trilogy, at least.
Not for me, because the Yoda fight doesn't have the same feel because it is so CGI. It's one of those things, and I have this feeling about every time Yoda fires up a lightsaber in these movies. It's one of those things where you have to actually kind of focus to follow the combat and understand it, and therefore I'm out. I'm out. I don't care. And I had that problem.
That's why Yoda was so fucking OP in Soul Calibur.
Battlefront as well.
So,
Lest anyone forget about the fact that Yoda, Darth Vader, and Starkiller were in Soul Calibur. I believe
Which
the
followed
fourth
up the
one.
weirdest.
I believe the
In
fourth
three, wasn't 3 like the GameCube had like a Link,
Yeah,
and
the
then
GameCube.
the PS.
Soul Calibur 2, the GameCube had Link, the Xbox had Spawn, and the PS2 had Heihachi from Tekken.
Fucking rip early Xbox with it, just like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Dark Horse Comics character.
Listen, Spawn was badass in Soul Calibur 2, man.
okay,
He was, but
Yeah, it was Axe.
I was thinking, in my head, I was like, wait, there was a Spartan in there, but I'm thinking dead or alive.
yeah.
They got Spawn because Todd McFarlane designed a character for Soul Calibur 2.
Oh, really?
What the hell was it, Necro or something?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was a Todd McFarlane character. I know a lot about Soul Calibur. Hi, my name is Chris. I do Star Wars podcast. I like to talk about Soul Calibur.
I want to take a moment to say I owe the audience an apology. It's definitely not the drunk part that I did during the holiday special
Yeah, we
and
make
during the
no
episode 1
apologies for any of
episode.
that.
I do not make an apology for that. I make an apology for getting who Armadillo is, because this
my favorite
bothers
thing.
me. This bothers me deep down in my core. I sat down to edit that day because I'm running a little bit behind because it's fucking December. I sat down to edit. I'm like, oh no, this character is in one of my favorite runs of all time. What have I done? What have I done? And there's no going back and fixing it.
Which is hilarious to me because, you know, I like a lot of super obscure comic book characters. I had no idea. I was just like, yeah, the armadillo guy. I don't know. He's a big fucking armadillo. I don't know him from anything. I mean, maybe he fought the
Jessica
Warriors or
Jones.
something back in the day. I don't know.
I love the original Alias comics, and pretty much every solo Jessica Jones comic is good to great. So this was in the Return comic series, and he was just like a low tier villain and this happens a lot in Jessica Jones, where they'll pick like a low tier forgotten villain and they'll be like, here's an arc with them where they're just being low tier villains that were forgotten about. And he was in that, and they did cool stuff with him, and I forgot him. And I'm sorry.
This is a really fucking niche comic book thing, but god damn it if I'm not a massive fucking nerd. I just threw away like a quick like, I don't know, Armadillo, he probably fought the New Warriors or something. He fought the New Warriors. That's where so I do know Armadillo. Armadillo did fight the New Warriors.
See, this is the problem. Yeah, but that's not one of your top 5 favorite runs ever, so I apologize to the audience that absolutely does not give a shit.
We're just that's all we're doing today. We're just showing off how diverse of nerds we are with our nerdy interests, you know?
That's really what the past 10 minutes has been.
It's not just Star Wars, we're just massive dorks. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
If we weren't doing this, we'd be doing something else.
We'd be doing literally anything else.
Stack and cast, you know.
I would probably be doing a podcast about Beyblade canon. Not that I actually know it, but I know myself well enough to know that if I hadn't been doing a podcast when I found out that Moses parted the Red Sea in Beyblade with a Beyblade, I would have absolutely done a podcast where I talked about Beyblade.
That actually got lost in translation. That was actually originally in the Torah. But when the Christians got a hold of it, they had to, rewrite a little bit,
I picked up on something that I don't know if it was something I never picked up on or if it's something that I picked up on a long time ago, but repeated bludgeoning with this and every other movie in Star Wars made me forget. Which is Yoda being a dick to Anakin in a different scene other than the most primary example of it. Yeah, after Anakin throws a hissy fit because he's not a master, which is still him throwing a hissy fit. The literal next scene, he's in the council chambers.
Be on the council.
The literal next scene that he's in the council chambers, Yoda's like, Anakin throws out that Palpatine kind of wants him to go, and Mace is like, nah, fuck that. And then Yoda's like, reasonably, with like that reasonable Yoda voice, someone with more experience, a master is needed. And I never picked up on that little dig until now, or I knew it once upon a time and forgot it because of the multiple mental concussions that I have by doing this podcast. But I was just like, man, that was a real dick move, Yoda. That was a real Minch move. It should be noted that Chris is on another plane of existence. He's nodding on the podcast.
I'm in this beautiful rock amphitheater thing we have going on here.
Yeah, I thought this coffee that I had today was gonna get me wired, but now I just feel my bones.
You get used to it.
How am I the sober one now?
No, because I get that experience consistently when I drink energy drinks.
It's the caffeine overdose. You don't get a lot of caffeine in your diet.
Ben's just acutely aware of his skeleton. He's just.
I am. They're vibrating. Ah.
So here's the question: do any of you read the opening crawls now, and how often?
For this whole rotation, I'm reading them out loud in a terrible Scottish accent because I'm watching them with someone.
Well, yeah, that's an exception, not a rule.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you a single line from any of the opening.
I could recite them, I bet.
I have them,
but I haven't. But I don't think I've actually read them as they appeared on screen.
I'm not confident I could give you the first word of any of the opening crawls, except for no. As soon as it was there, it was gone. I couldn't.
What's this one?
It's nothing but a fleeting memory, much like my sanity.
This one's really easy. What's the opening word to this one?
Is this everyone or is this just Chris?
I fucking know.
Anybody.
War!
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 It's literally a one-word sentence.
It's still better than The Dead Speak.
The Dead Speak is The Rise of Skywalker one, you're right. I could recite these. I could recite these movies. I actually got in trouble last week because I was out in the kitchen and my dad had on The Last Jedi. And I was narrating everything happening on screen in the kitchen. And every line, everything happening on screen. Like, I knew it that well because of the audio cues and how many times I've watched them. And my dad was like, could you stop doing that? Like, you're right on point and it's getting really annoying. I'm like, oh no.
You're freaking
I
out.
have for a long time thought about doing a game where we try to quote the movies. Because I could kill at that game because I've destroyed my mental health with repeated bludgeoning of Star Wars.
I was sitting there, doing my thing, screaming in a poor man's Scottish accent, and I just yell, "War!" And my roommate goes, "What is it good for?"
We've done this.
Absolute.
We've done this.
I know, but my point is, someone else has done it. Absolutely independent of our project.
This podcast is a virus that we're slowly spreading.
This fucking book.
Wow, that's a hell of a callback.
Oh my god, no, we're not doing this again. It's been 4 rotations, I do believe, since you did the... Hold on, I can fucking find out right goddamn now.
Oh no!
This is a good callback. Books paying off dividends, man.
I have it written here somewhere.
Fucking Pez dispensers.
I just pictured, like, you're like, I have it written here somewhere. I'm just Jay rifling through pages. It's like, here it is. It's like April 22nd. Ben was a little dick again today.
It has been 5 rotations since you read those books.
These fucking books. Like, okay, so it's not even that, like, Obi-Wan just becomes aware R2's gonna, like, fucking freak out.
It's been nearly a year since he read these books.
He literally communes with R2 spiritually and makes him flip the fuck out on General Grievous' ship when they're captured. Like, he legit overrides R2-D2's free will.
I'm glad that we've circled back to Obi-Wan's omnipotence, because really I feel as though it's not gotten enough attention.
Well, what do you say to it, right? Like, the podcast Twitter follows an account that's just Revenge of the Sith novel quotes. And every once in a while, I'll log into it and be like, oh yeah, Obi-Wan was literally a god for like 5 seconds.
I mean, that account just sounds like it's Ben's secret Twitter.
No. I wish. I'm not snappy enough for that.
I want an Attack of the Clones version of that Twitter account.
No, that's you do not.
Yes, I do. I want to know how bad it is.
Has that account ever tweeted out, and the baby says?
And the baby
says. In my heart, yes. In real life, no.
Wasn't that literally a quote from that novelization?
Not exactly.
No. That was a quote from Ben explaining that novelization.
Okay. It wasn't very far off.
And the baby says.
And the baby says.
And
I had to do my due justice and explain to my roommate that whole story.
Well, your roommate can
She's like,
follow.
they're just-
Your roommate can follow Star Wars Every Week Forever on TikTok and see that whole bit.
I forgot that whole bit's on TikTok.
You can also follow us on Star Wars Every Week Forever at SWEWF on Twitter, or you can, if you're interested in advertising with this, you can email us at StarWarsEveryWeekForever@gmail.com.
If you're a shitty corporation looking to advertise your horrible products that people probably don't need, shoot us an email. Give us some money. We'll talk.
So we're here vibing in fucking General Grievous' ship.
Is that what they were doing in General Grievous' shit?
Vibing?
A lot of vibing. We're just doing Ben's greatest hits tonight.
I'm sitting there with my roommate.
This is Ben's joke that he made a couple episodes ago about dragging us through, but actually.
And so we're sitting there watching this shit go down, where Grievous is like, haha, I own your lasers.
You're making it sound like you're watching like a crime happen on the street.
And well, that's what Star Wars feels like now.
Wow. Brutal.
And so Anakin's like, R2 now, and R2 just starts like, doing R2 things. And we're sitting there like, she's like, what was the plan here? And I'm like, I don't think there was one. I think Anakin just put R2 on the spot, and he was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna fucking freak out.
You don't think they like rehearsed that?
Like they're walking.
That's like a maneuver that they've rehearsed. And
then my favorite was, Grievous is like, activate ray shields, and then the ray shields go up, and Anakin's like, oh, ray shields, and Bree's like, oh, I wonder what they are. that good old George Lucas writing.
Yeah, the best. I mean, one of the greatest wordsmiths of our time.
We haven't talked about how much General Grievous sucks in a long time.
He's so bad.
Yeah.
He's the worst. Everything that is truly fucking awful about watching this movie, and just watching this movie is awful at this point in what we do. But the worst parts, the ones that I have to mentally drag myself through, are always the Grievous bits. Every single time.
I still enjoy Utapau.
Why?
Yeah, I enjoy saying Utapau for sure.
Utapau is a fun word to say.
So I get to see Obi-Wan with his giant freaking dinosaur space lizard, and he chases down General Grievous on a unicycle. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
See, if it actually went down as cool as you just described, it would be great. But unfortunately, it's a cheap brute chopper, and okay, the lizard's cool. The lizard is cool.
How hard do you think it would be to get one of those, like make a real one of those things that General Grievous is driving around in? Because
why would you want to?
The answer is no.
I would ride around in that thing. It would be pretty cool. You just
why?
I gotta go get some milk. I'll be back.
It's the galactic version of a FedEx truck.
You get in your big ass wheel and you putter on down to the convenience store, and I don't think you probably couldn't fit a car seat in that thing. I don't know.
I love how.
Yeah, I would be worried if you chose to.
I just get a sidecar.
Could get a sidecar. The sidecar is just a smaller wheel.
There's about 16,000 of those vehicles sitting in retired stepdads' garages in the galaxy. Just like they were told that they can't drive this around anymore because they've got kids now, so it's just covered in a tarp in a garage somewhere.
Because they look like they were put together with twine and duct tape.
And Grievous is the only person in the world that still drives it.
I should have been able to guess that. If you Google big wheel I can drive, it directs you to a Ford F-150. General Grievous.
Pop something in my
wheel bike.
Chris, I need you to stop. I need you to stop.
You are on another. We make the
I
joke
also
that you're on
love-
another planet.
When this movie came out, they tried so hard to make that like a thing. Like that was supposed to be like another
Yeah.
Slave One. Like they were pushing toys of this so freaking hard,
Oh,
and it just looks stupid. It has legs. It's a quadruped.
It has legs.
God, it has legs.
It has
I don't need
legs.
the legs. I just need it to be the big wheel thing.
Like, it has tracks, so it has to have a lot of fucking grip
Yeah.
to it.
It's got
But
legit
no,
like,
if it,
blades that come off the wheel.
but if it hits a hill, just the fucking legs come out and it comes
Wait.
flying down.
How many years do you think before Elon Musk tries to make this?
He won't. He'll be too busy with enslaving the human race. He won't even think about this because nobody thinks about this vehicle except us because we watch Star Wars every week forever.
It's like on the weekend before Christmas, I was at a family gathering with my mom's part of the family, my sister and her boyfriend. And her boyfriend keeps bringing up Elon Musk all the time because he's one of those who's like, oh, Elon Musk is like the best human ever. He's like, I got his face tattooed on my lip or whatever. And
Wait, hold on, stop, pause.
Done.
Did
There was a
this
lead
man-
buried there somewhere.
I'm gonna stop you before we step over the hole in the ground you just dug. Either this man legitimately got Elon Musk tattooed on his lip, or for some reason your fucked up brain
oh, listen, it's okay.
had the image of Elon Musk tattooed on his lip
No, I didn't, because like my brain was trying to think.
preloaded in your head.
No, don't worry. My brain was trying to think of how
I
to
do
phrase-
worry.
Don't worry.
I do in
Don't
fact
worry.
worry.
'Cause my brain was trying to think of how to phrase it with the roof of his mouth. And
That's not
lips
better.
came out,
Can you get a
That's
tattoo
not
on the roof
better.
of your mouth?
and I
How would one even
There
do
were
that?
so many. There were so many things you could have done. You could have been like, he has an Elon Musk tramp stamp. Okay. I mean, he doesn't, but we would assume that. But lip is hyper specific, and roof of the mouth is even more hyper specific. I don't think you could do that.
this
I
guy
tried to-
sucks.
I just took Star Wars and General Grievous out of my Google search and just searched for wheel bike, and now they're just giving me bicycle wheels, and I think Google thinks I'm confused.
You are
I think you
confused.
are
Chris.
Oh, I'm on Yahoo. That could be part of the. How the fuck did I get on Yahoo?
Chris just loading up Ask Jeeves.
Hey, yo, Jeeves. We're gonna get one of these fucking big wheels, man.
Bring back Ask Jeeves 2021. Even I'm not so old to remember Ask Jeeves that well.
I remember Ask Jeeves.
I remember it, but I don't remember it that
Yeah.
well.
As a child of the internet, Jeeves was always there for me.
Jeeves was always there for
I had
us.
a lot of important questions for Jeeves.
I had a lot of questions. There was a different feel to Ask Jeeves than there was with any other search engine. It felt like you were talking to a real person when I was 10.
Yeah.
Or 11 or 12.
Anyway, Ben, how'd things go with this Elon Musk guy?
Oh,
Yeah, that's...
So like me and my sister are kind of on the same like wavelength. So every time he brings it up, she sees just the look of contempt on my face, and she's like, "I know, Ben. Just leave him alone. Just let it be." And
Is it a
eventually,
boyfriend?
yeah. And eventually, he's just like, "Dude, like, what do you have against Elon Musk, dude?" I'm just like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, he's like a cool guy." And I'm like, "Are you okay?"
He's just a cool guy.
Is he a character from like an 80s teenage sitcom? What was that voice?
That's how he talks. That's how he
Oh,
talks.
no.
The last 3 episodes have been the most exhausted I think we've ever been. It's like
I'm full of energy. I don't know what you're talking about.
So it's not that we're exhausted, it's that we're inebriated by the process of the podcast.
Just high on life, baby.
Chris, you're not high on life. That is not life you are high on.
It might be the edibles, Chris.
Might be the edibles. You know, you have a point.
Chris, is everything okay?
No.
Other than Star Wars every week forever, everything is great, actually. Yes.
Okay, cool, because high on life is straight edge code for I need help, I am suffering. Like, whenever I say I'm high on life, everyone's like, Ben, what is going on?
Wasn't aware I was using.
Is everything okay?
Wasn't aware I was using straight edge command phrases. I'm sorry.
Ben all of a sudden just sits up like.
Yeah,
we didn't know that was in the Winter Soldier project and is actually 90 years old.
Legitimately though, I want one of those fucking wheel bikes.
Why?
Very badly.
Christopher, why?
It could work.
It is a hell hazard to everybody involved, especially you.
It could be like, you could make that like a little electric vehicle. It could be like one of those little e-bikes. I saw a guy fucking riding down the sidewalk on literally an electric fucking unicycle the other day. He was sitting on it, and it had little stirrups for his feet, and he was just zooming down the fucking sidewalk.
Wait, it had what?
Stirrups. Well, not like gynecological stirrups, but like his feet weren't like this, you know.
He's just man-spreading it down the fucking street.
What would you do if you turned the corner and there's just a dude like this, zooming up the road in a unicycle? I'd turn the other way, that's for sure. Not going that way today. We're finding a new way to get to work is what we're doing.
Not gynecological stirrups. I need everyone to know we hit a milestone.
When did Mojo from the X-Men Rogues Gallery all of a sudden decide to stroll down fucking Chris's street?
But seriously, I want a General Grievous wheel bike.
Yeah, I know you do, but I don't understand.
I don't need it to go very fast, like 20 to 30 miles an hour, like one of those little e-bikes with like ATV tread around it, so I can go on the dirt.
Have you ever been inside of a large vehicle that maxes out at 30 miles an hour? Because I have.
It doesn't need to be a large vehicle. Make it small, like a little. I don't need it to be gigantic.
Have you seen this thing?
Well,
Grievous is like 8 feet tall, and
I don't need it to be gigantic. I need it to be built for someone my size.
Remember that episode when they talked for a really long time about General Grievous's chopper?
Listen, at least we're kind of talking about Star Wars, all right?
Were we?
Yeah, I'm talking about General Grievous's wheel bike. General Grievous rides in this movie. I want one. Damn it. Elon, do something useful.
Jay, why did you do this to me?
What did I do?
They took that one dwarf from fucking Morrowind and made him an X-Men villain.
Mojo was made in the 80s, so
a long time
Elder
before.
Scrolls ripped off. Yeah, Elder Scrolls ripped off Mojo.
Either way, why?
Well, do you want to know what that character is? What that character does? So Mojo's job lives in another reality altogether.
I
where
hope so.
Mojo runs an intricate broadcasting system. Mojo is a TV exec.
Is that why there's one where he's just holding a cue card that says applause?
Yes, because that's Mojo's job.
We're having a hell of an obscure comic book day.
I don't know if this is obscure, because it's been featured in enough X-Men television shows that... Because I feel like Long Shot once upon a time was like a pretty...
Jay, X-Men TV shows from when we were younger.
Yeah,
That's
fair
the
enough.
thing.
Yeah, Mojo is a supervillain who's just a TV executive. That's why Mojo looks the way Mojo does.
I mean, the analogy is fitting.
Mojo kidnaps people, brings them to Mojo's reality.
You're not gonna lead with the name of Mojo's other world he lives in.
Oh no.
The Mojoverse? I forget.
Mojoverse. It's called the Mojoverse.
What Earth would that be?
Earth Mojo? I don't know.
Is everything that Marvel does has a very specific Earth
Isn't it
such
technically
and such.
part of
Earth
616?
84309.
Oh, it is. It does have a different designation. Shit.
Yeah, every single universe in Marvel has a specific Earth/code.
Chris.
Benjamin.
So you're telling me if I can purchase this and become
Purchase
Dio,
Mojo?
I could become Dio from Rise of Skywalker.
I mean, basically. I saw a guy rolling down the sidewalk in one of these things the other day, and I was like, oh shit, I might need to get one of those.
I have a cosplay I'm going to start working.
They also have sideways ones that are like skateboards, but with one wheel.
Hold on.
And it just...
Oh, I've seen those ones before. I've been on one of those, and I almost ate shit.
We're burying the lead here. What is this cosplay based on Dio and Grievous's fucking chopper that you're thinking of?
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it white and green, and I'm going to get a giant cone.
Paint what, your body?
No, the unicycle. I'm going to put a giant cone over my head. I'm going to get a white-green morph suit. And
something's deeply wrong with us.
Something's very wrong with us, but I love it.
Ben hyped up on coffee is an interesting experience.
This isn't even when my energy isn't going into my bones with this much caffeine. It's frightening.
It's always interesting to see someone who hasn't abused coffee their entire life drink coffee, because
I was nursing that thing till we sat down, and then I just chugged it right as we sat down.
I could tell by your blinks per minute.
And it's just starting to kick in real good.
When you two come out to visit, I'll take you up the road to the coffee shop up the road here I like a lot, and I'll get you an eye opener.
How fucking fast does this thing go?
The eye opener is pretty quick. You go real fast.
15.6 miles per hour?
Yeah. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna eat shit.
It has a fucking headlight.
Yeah.
Welcome to Accidental Merch Corner.
Nah, listen, I'm not actually advertising the thing. They haven't paid me. Fuck them. But I might purchase one.
Chris, they're $800.
I mean, it's on Amazon. Everything on Amazon.
You
goes
have
on
a
sale.
baby on the way.
I'm not gonna pay $800 for an electric unicycle.
It's gonna be for him, Jay.
But if I can find one that's like $100, yeah, I'll ride it around.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
I think Ben's still looking at this unicycle.
No,
yeah, we need to stop looking at this unicycle.
Oh, don't worry, I'm back to Mojo.
Don't worry, we're back on topic. To Mojo.
In the Ultimate X-Men series, he looks like Donald Trump put on another 300 pounds and grew out hair.
I mean, maybe another 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Ultimate Marvel.
Yeah, nobody talked about Ultimate Marvel. The only good thing that ever came out of Ultimate Marvel was Miles Morales.
Yeah.
So
and early X-Men, but that's about it.
You mean with creepy Uncle Logan and the incestuous Maximoff twins?
Early.
So
that was before the series stopped.
Weird Wikipedia. It's a speeder. I've been waiting for one of these. Knew it was gonna happen sooner or later. We got a fucking speeder. That's the caffeine. The SV50 Swift Strike Speeder.
You said that like you're trying to sell a toy on Saturday morning television.
It looks like it's a toy trying to be sold on Saturday night television. The name, at least.
I didn't know we were talking about a legitimate item before this. The previous subject? No, the previous subject. I didn't know about the electric unicycle. I thought we were just spitballing ideas of how to make Grievous's vehicle work.
Electric unicycle is actually the SV50 Swift Strike Speeder.
Is there a picture of this thing? Because right now I'm just getting an ad for Battlefield 2042.
Scroll down.
I don't think
there's not a picture for it.
Okay.
It costs 50,000 credits though.
It is from Star Wars Adventure Journal 5.
Oh, this is
characteristics. The Venari strikes.
Yep, it's another role-playing game.
Yep. The Venari Strike Speeder was very versatile and considered to be a reliable attack craft. It was primarily used for
find your words. Use your words.
It was primarily used for the transport of strike squads and had room for a strike squad of 10 men. The speeder had enough firepower to defend itself in battle.
Ben sounds like a kid in a 90s commercial right now. Advertising the latest Batmobile that they're selling.
Ben sounds like the host of an MTV dating show.
Ouch!
From the 1990s.
That's harsh. Ow! We dumped on him pretty hard today, but that's hard.
That's the one. That's the one that emotionally scars me tonight.
So I can't talk about a fucking vehicle. So you want to give us another, Ben?
They want another.
We doing a bonus weird Wikipedia?
Yeah, why not?
Bonus weird Wikipedia. An even weirder Wikipedia.
Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi Force War.
Oh. Yeah. I know what this is.
This was the Dark Horse comics?
Yeah.
I do believe so. It's opening, but I would imagine.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah, this is old shit, yeah.
This is real old, yeah.
We're dealing with Elon Musk, baby, Rakatan invasions and the Jedi. This is when before
I hate that shit so much.
This is right before Star Wars got sold to Disney and their canon got real fucking weird. I mean, it was always weird, but it was when they were like trying to be like, here's how this world started, and everybody was like, nah, not interested, baby.
Everyone's like, oh boy, that's exactly what I was asking for.
This is when book sales dropped substantially.
And it didn't help. Oh god, I don't even want to...
Yeah.
Like, oh, the Infinite Empire invaded Tython. Obi! Like...
The Infinite Empire is just such a dumb name.
Oh my god, this is... Okay, so these were actually published, like, as some of the last books that they put out for anything. And it's actually, I do believe, in reference to the Old Republic, so it's just further explanation that the Old Republic has outlived its usefulness.
This is a good while after the Old Republic's prime.
Yeah. No, I mean the MMO, yeah.
I mean, but also, yeah.
This somehow has been Star Wars every week forever.
Has it?
I love the both of you so much.
Woo! Use my favorites.
Use all my favorites.
Don't. Jay, you listen here.
It's a hard job. But we's to do it. Good night.
If you enjoyed that episode, why not like and subscribe? Also, share it with a couple friends. Bring them into this hellscape that we've done to ourselves. You can catch brand new episodes every single Wednesday on Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, pretty much every other platform you get your podcasts on. If you'd like to extend the suffering, you can catch us over on twitter.com at SWEWF. We post direct links to brand new episodes every week as soon as we upload them, and you can catch the occasional other dumb Star Wars take, and who wouldn't want that? Catch you guys later.